Yo, what's going on? What's popping? What's cracking? What's happening? It's your boy, Chris 3000, the young Bossolini. Welcome back to the YouTube channel. I hope y'all like the last video, the Beauty and the Beast story and my first reaction video. You know what? Speaking of the first reaction video, that was my very first time doing it because I was having trouble doing it, but I want to do it my way. So don't judge me, as you shouldn't do. I wanted to do it my way, and it turned out pretty. It was alright, you know what I'm saying. But today we're not gonna talk about that. But today I want to share something with you guys. I want to do. I was supposed to do this yesterday, but some days slipped my mind because I got a lot going on between music school and there's something I'm about to talk about in a few, probably right after this video. Um, Today I want to share you guys. Most of you guys don't know that probably back in high school, I was a poet. Yep, I was a poet. You know what I'm saying? And just because people wonder that why I'm always quiet a lot. Because I'm always to myself. Still kind of am, but especially when I'm with my family, I'm quiet. You know what I'm saying? I'm the silent warrior in the family, and a little bit when I was in high school, a little bit. You know what I'm saying? And it's an example, but everybody knows when I'm with my friends, I like to turn up and have a good time. You know what I'm saying? And today I want to do a little poetry piece. You know what? I'm gonna do two. You know what I'm saying? This is called this is my first poetry video. I think I want to share some with you guys. Another side of me. You know what I'm saying? Just to keep it on the lighter note. So here it is. I'm going for you guys. I'm going to do two poems that I did high school, and I'm going to make a little bit of a special announcement towards the end of the video. It probably be short, but still be good. You know what I'm saying? So y'all ready for this? Here we go. So this is the first poem. This is the first poem. I wrote this like 3 years ago, and I write whatever what comes to my mind, whether it's I'm happy or I'm dealing with stuff I'm going through a dark time of depression, doing my autism, because people don't know. If some of you guys don't know, I'm actually autistic. I'm autism, so and I learned to deal with it. That my autism was really during my depression and everything that was helping. And so I get at the end of the day, I get through it. Just being myself, to doing what I love. You know, because God had this last say so. You know what I'm saying? And just that's basically it. So let's get into it. The first poem. You know what? Nah, I'm gonna start with. Speaking of this, I'm gonna start with my first poem. That one of my first poem, actually first poem when I was really getting into writing. This is one of my favorites too. It's called Success. You know what I'm saying? I wrote this during my senior year. I wrote this during my senior year because I remember that, like if you guys look at one of the last videos, I tell that I told you guys that I was I told shout out to Janet and one of my favorite teachers in high school because she helped me get back into writing also, and I was writing because when I was 17, when I was back at home after I was done with my homework, I was just writing these poems, and I showed Janet, and this was this actually poem was one of the this my bad, y'all, I'm zoning right now. This was actually one of the poems that I've written, and I showed it to her, and she was just like, keep writing, which I'm doing because I got to get back to that. Since music school came along, I kind of slipped, but I got back to poetry and everything, and I'm gonna by the end of this video, I'm gonna tell y'all how poetry influenced me. So this poem right here is called Success. So y'all ready? Here we go. Success. Some people like just want to live the good life, like being famous, getting a beautiful house with a big backyard and a pool, or fancy cars, clothes, and jewelry. That's not really success. It's just fancy living. Success to me is getting a job, going to college, graduating high school, making your family proud, and having your closest best friends as your family. Success is like the key of life. Success is really the key of life. Excuse me, which means you got to start believing in yourself no matter what people tell you. Success to me is also another word for respect, because if you want to be successful, you got to earn to be successful. Always remember to stick your chest out, keep your head up high, stand your ground, and always be true to yourself and believe in yourself at all times. That's what success is all about. You know, that was one of the. I'm really proud of this poem because I wrote that from my heart. You know what I'm saying? That's what I was feeling, and I was about to graduate. I was about to graduate high school at the time, and I feel like don't let nobody block out your dreams and all that stuff. Don't let nobody tell you you can't do this and you can't do that and everything. So if I want to achieve something like soon, like job hunting, hunting, job hunting, or getting a license, which I'm doing very very soon. It's still taking time. Um, yeah, so you gotta earn that success. You know what I'm saying? Like I went to college, that was a success. You know, and everything. And yeah, that was basically it. So next poem I'm about to read to you guys. It was this. This is another poem that I just read off the top of the head, and it's called "Where Did We Go Wrong." It was actually inspired by the Tony Braxton and Babyface song because for some reason that song was in my head when I was one night I was writing it, and it was inspired by a little bit was inspired by the song, and so without further ado, let me read it to you. It's called "Where Did We Go Wrong." Where did we go wrong? No, this cannot be happening over and over again. Just a few weeks ago, we just made up, but now we're at each other's throats again. First, we went from holding hands in the mall, walking on the beach, looking at the ocean, hugging and kissing and giving each other's gifts on Valentine's Day, to fussing and fighting, late night arguments on the phone, listening to dumb rumors, to breakups and makeups. Come on now. Why does it have to be like this? I always told you that I love you, but you always take me and this relationship as a joke. We always say to ourselves, where did we go wrong? Because I'm tired of going back and forth with you every time this happened. What happened to our love? I don't know. Maybe it's best for us to go our separate ways. Because in our hearts, we don't know if we both can keep our love alive. But if we do split, I will always still have love for you. But now it's time for us to move on. Where did we go wrong? Man, y'all can say what y'all want, but I know I made a good poem, people, because I like to show people. Sometimes I like to show people, even my family. You know what I'm saying? They be looking at my poetry, they be looking at my poems, they be like, this is really good. You know what I'm saying? Like, and God bless my grandmother. She was like she was really into my poetry also. So it is, man. I just love poetry. Like, and of course, that poetry, you know what I'm saying, was another thing that inspired me to keep going with the poetry thing. Like Jay Ivory and all these people. And shouts to Jay Ivory, he's one of my favorite poets. And like his poem on Kanye's and Jay's "Never Let Me Down" really, really inspired me to go hard with the poetry. You know what I'm saying? And that's what's based in it. And I wanted to tell you guys this big announcement. I'm actually working on a poetry book for like a minute. So I got two. Well, I'm almost done with the second one, and I'm thinking about doing the third. Think about doing the third one. So shout out to my cousin Brandon. So because he has a poetry book out, which was put out a few years ago. You know what I'm saying? And I'm thinking about doing that also because no offense to I came up with the idea first to do a poetry book. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, so it's called the first book is called Chris Words of Life, Volume One, and I'm almost done with Volume Two. So you know what I'm saying. So I got to work on Volume One. So you know like I got everything mapped out. I just gotta publish, publish it and everything, and set, you know, get things in order and everything. And as soon as I do that, as far as you know it, my book will be out. You know what I'm saying? Probably towards like the end of this year or earlier next year, 2022. And poetry is my life, man. You know what I mean? I just love poetry. You know what I'm saying? Like I look at these poetry videos, these poetry slam joints people be doing. It just inspired me to go, keep going, don't stop. Write what you feel. Write like rest in peace, DMS. Like he said in the verses, write that pain. If you're going through something, write that pain. You know what I'm saying? Because if I feel pain, if I feel happy, if I feel joy, if I feel any type of way, I write it. You know what I'm saying? Like I did in my senior year because before that, the worst year of my life, 2013, I was going through stuff and that based me. That's another thing that kept me writing again, right when I was going through. You know, yeah, poetry, man, it's my life, just like music. Anyway, if of course if you like this video, like, comment, subscribe, and almost before I get up out of here, I'm gonna give a big happy birthday shout out to Thomas. Happy birthday, dude. Um, yeah, that's basically it. Your boy Chris, Young Bossellini, signing off. Happy Thursday. Deuces. Peace and love to y'all. One love.